Okay. Um, are we live? We might be live. Okay. Um, yeah, we're live. Oh God, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I'm really tired. We're live here on the channel. All right. So we're streaming. Welcome, everybody. I don't actually know if anyone's gonna bother joining the stream, but welcome aboard, everybody. Now, for security reasons, we are doing a third party live chat instead. But other than that, we're chilling. Now for I know that sounds confusing, but that's all I can really say. Okay. So I actually don't know what I want to do today. Um so my friend the other day was teaching me FL Studio. And I have this god awful beat to show you. Let's just play this shit real quick. Let me turn down my. Okay. It's the worst fucking beat I've ever fucking heard in my entire life. So, okay. I got the basics. So, where's my claps? Right. Okay. Fuck. So, we're making beats, guys. It's not a good beat, but I don't care. Shut up. It's not even good. Holy shit. Ah! That hurt my fucking ears, dude. That like legit hurt my fucking ears, dude. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I legit don't know what I'm doing at this point. It's I don't know what we're doing right now. Oh god, that's terrible. That's legit just awful. Okay, so what am I doing today? I don't know. I have not figured that part out. Um, as y'all guys can tell, we do have a bit of a different background going on here. Things have been very interesting the past few days. I'm not sure how much I can actually talk about at the moment, but yeah, no, stuff's been weird lately. Stuff's been weird lately. Uh, all I really will say is that I have taken all the necessary proper legal steps that I've needed to take at this point in time. Hey, that's not the right thing. See, I was trying to actually get back onto my browser. That way I could maybe do some GeoGuessr. It's been a bit since I've done that. GeoGuessr. Now, you know what's really cool about the current spot is I have a closet. So I could literally just go record music if I wanted to. And, like, actually have it be, like, properly sounding. That depends. Do I even have actual space in there to jump in there and record? That's the question on my mind. And the answer is not really. Damn, it's like a decently sized closet, but there's just so much stuff inside of it that I can't. And that's a bit unfortunate, because it would have been lit. Then again, I don't really have much music to record. I am coming out with an album, but it's literally just all throwaways. Nothing brand new. It's literally just throwaways I've held on to for the past 2 to 3 years. Uh, but some people out there will think that the songs that I'm releasing have anything to do with them, or that they were specifically written for them. When that just is not the case. Okay, so I don't know if anyone's gonna ever show up and stream today. We didn't get anybody in our last stream, which, if anyone is wondering, I had to end that stream because during the stream, like a half hour into that thing, I got an angry text from my former roommate, or one of my former roommates. For security reasons, we I got an angry text from my. Okay, so that's a bit annoying. Okay, so like I said, I got an angry text from one of my roommates to like stop sitting in their chairs and stuff. And I didn't bother arguing about the whole ordeal because it's like, I mean, we had our initial brawl a while back, and I offered to try and talk things out, and my offer was ignored completely. So at that point, I was just like, okay, so I don't care about this anymore. I'm just going to I'm just gonna go do my own thing because everyone else wants to do their own thing too. And I'm like, okay, that's chill. That's all right. So that's what's happened, pretty much. And things have kind of just gone waywards from there. Not really much that I can discuss at the moment. However, I am glad to say that I am doing better than ever. I'm feeling great, actually. Uh, I don't have stuff looming over me lately, and that is a great feeling to have. I won't say I'm completely better right now because I start work again in a couple days. Because you know me, I wouldn't have even done shit if I didn't have ready employment. I do not leave a place without having something already locked down or about to be locked down. Because, like, left Houston. I left Houston with my job at Amazon already lined up. And now I have another job lined up once again now that I've relocated a second time. Uh, so I got a big majority of this week to at least just sit down and relax, which is awesome. And later tonight, I plan on going out fishing. I'm not going to stream fishing or nothing because I need my battery. It's not going to survive. But yeah, we're going to fish tonight. It's going to be fun. We're going to hopefully catch something good. But today we're going to, I don't know what MPZ means, but we're going to go ahead and do United States. High score 20,487. Let's just go ahead and get this underway. And we start off in... Okay. So, right off the bat, I thought I saw Penn State right there. I thought I did. So, we're in definitely a bit more north because we are seeing the effects of autumn like pretty hard, and that honestly is really beautiful. I really like that a lot. Wherever we are, autumn is coming in full force. And I adore that. I absolutely adore that. As for where we actually are, I don't have any other clues besides that. We have a dog park that doesn't really tell us anything. Trails and tails. So look at they put an industrial building like right there. That's disgusting. That is kind of a bit of a statement about the state of this country. I will always be annoyed at how fucking massive the United States is. I personally don't think we need to be this giant. So, right, we're in a pretty rural looking area. So I'm gonna try and keep my guess away from any large city because this does not feel like we are in one. I also don't see any mountains or anything. So that tells me we're probably towards like central northern United States. And that would pin me towards either the Northeast, somewhere in the rural Northeast, or it would pin me towards like the Dakotas or Nebraska. I don't expect this kind of scenery in the Northeast. I could be surprised. It could somehow be like, I don't know, Pennsylvania or something, but just because of the really flat dealy we got going on here, I really want to say Nebraska. And I think I will. If I could find like a relatively green area in Nebraska, I will use that. We're gonna go by Bennett, Nebraska, and see how far off we were. Okay, so we were not terribly far off. I had the general area correct. We were in Wisconsin, though. That was not Nebraska, that was Wisconsin. I didn't have that right at all. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and try and attempt this again. And this time we get a worse spawn. We're up in a forest. I'm gonna take the dirt road and see if it helps us get anywhere better. Okay, so we have mountains. We have pretty defined mountains as well, actually. That tells me northeast. Not northeast, northwest. By the way, guys, maybe I will stream. Well, actually, I need to charge my phone before I do any of that. But I'm thinking maybe I could stream me going out to eat. I don't fucking know. I can't stream me going out to eat if I don't know where my fucking charger is. Yo, hold up a second. Yeah, I'd love to show off my room more. It's like, it's such a small room. It's smaller than my room back in fucking Oregon. Back in Portland. Objectively, it's smaller. But it's so much cozier. So much cozier. Okay, so as of this moment, no one's even actually clicked on the stream yet. I'm kind of surprised about that. I'm surprised no one's joined. So, this place also seems just a little bit too, I don't know. Is that a wrecked car? There is no fucking way. There is a wrecked car. Is she the one who wrecked? What the fuck? Girl, are you good? So we were in Alaska. Okay, so it was kind of a bad guess, but I had somewhat of the region correct. Pacific Northwest, technically, I had it right. So we're now in a Notasulga Road. I have never heard of anything like that in my entire life. Okay, let's go down this way. I think we'll find something over here. Trying to see if my girlfriend, wife wants to hop. Girlfriend, wife's crazy, Rose. Sims Street, holy shit. We have Sims Street. Okay. So we have one of these stupid fucking roads again where it, like, barely wants me to move. We have a Jehovah's Witness place. Kingdom Hill of Jehovah's Witnesses. Unfortunately, that's probably not the town name. I'm also trying to see if I can see any mountains. I don't see mountains, but I see hills. We were in Alabama. Wow. I'm already kind of getting bored of this. Okay, so we're next to a highway. It doesn't get much more American than this. That's the way to go. I don't think I want to go down the actual highway. So I gotta remember my strategy for if I want to stream on the phone while having my computer open. I think what I'm gonna have to do is get my Discord alt on the call to play the camera roll, and then from there, I have to get on my other thing. No, I'd be doing the camera on my main account, and then my alt would be looking at that feed and broadcasting that. That's the strategy. Corpus Christi, Texas. So I saw Corpus, which makes me want to say Corpus Christi. That is it, yeah. That is literally it. I saw Highway 37 earlier, and there it is again. We have our city. Now, I doubt I have the time to get it exactly. So we're just going to put it right there, and we were 16 kilometers away. We were closer to the airport. But there you go. Look at that. We managed to get it down to the city. That's beautiful. Okay. And to end off that round, we are definitely... Ooh, okay. I've never seen road signs that were orange before. We're in a weird city. Okay, so we're likely in a major city. If they want to be this unique, that has to be a major city. This just gives off the vibes of a blue state. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like I'm in a blue state. Fort Lee. We have our city, but I don't have a state to work off of. Can I get a state? Yeah, I've never heard of a Fort Lee in my life, but it feels hella northeastern to me. See, I want to do the cop out and say New York. That might not be a great strat though. Keep accidentally doing that. Alright, let me just go ahead and go up into, like, one of these cities and see if I can see any Fort Lee anywhere. I could just cheat as well. Was it even going to be in New York? It's a lot closer to New York than I thought it was going to be. So we were in New York City. Pretty much. Okay. So we were 219 kilometers away from it. I had the right idea. I had the right idea there. We have one view on the stream right now. I don't know who even clicked on this shit. But it doesn't say we have any concurrent viewers, so I don't know, dude. Okay. Do I even want to play more GeoGuessr? I don't fucking know. I don't know if I want to play more GeoGuessr. Ugh. I'm gonna pull up some pictures real quick, I guess. That's not what I wanted to open. Actually, I'm curious. Because I know I still have the Indigo blog open. Indigo personally got very fucking lucky. And had his charges dropped against him. That is the report I got back. His charges were dropped. So, you know what? I'm not going to bother with this stuff any longer. You know, everyone wants to have the information, and at this point, I feel like the burden of evidence lies kind of on them to have archived themselves. Because as I like to go back and feel like saying, I'm not doing all the work for everybody when it comes to Indigo discourse. I've, for a very long time, been the main perpetrator in Indigo-related updates, and I no longer want a part in any of that. So this will be good news to Indigo and his cronies. We still ultimately win in the end by having him removed from a server that he did not belong in because of his past. But good news for him is that I am taking that blog down. The blog itself, I'm not deleting the blog itself, but all the posts have been archived. They will be reinstated if I feel it's necessary, but until then they will stay remaining hidden. Which is preferable for me. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys cool stuff. I don't exactly have much to show off, to be honest. Do I have a good picture? I'm not going to do the Instagram story. I'm just going to show pictures of what I'm talking about. Okay. So here you go. Here is how my room looks right now. This is a picture of my room. I put up a pride flag that I got. We got a pride flag. We got a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a bit of the bed. Here's my fucking laptop peeking out of the corner. Hell yeah. Who else even in this bitch? Cool shit. Cool shit, twin. I just recently set up LED lights, except I'm having trouble with them because... Right, so my last pair was already a bitch to set up, and it took multiple days to even get them to stay put. But this is arguably somehow a worse pair, because they have fallen multiple times overnight. And so I've been putting thumbtacks over them. Not stabbing into the strip, but right below it to kind of hold it into place. Uh, so yeah, we have a pretty nice setup here. Just to compare that to what my room looked like back in Oregon, blech. Yes, I have more space in Oregon, but man, this is just so much more scuffed of a setup. It feels more like a prison cell. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like the fact that it some you think you want a big room till you get a big room that isn't actually a room and is just living room sectioned off by a blackout curtain. And honestly, I like this setup better. It's kind of like what I had back in Houston with like a table just sitting by the bed. Except since I have a laptop that actually can be unplugged and still operate normally, I am doing the fun little thing of setting the laptop on my lap while just having like the mouse staying on the table, which I think is a nice setup. I'll have a TV for when we start setting that stuff up, which will be really fun. I didn't have anything like that back in Oregon. See, in Oregon, here's the setup. You have a bed, which was gifted, not gifted, but just given to me by my other room, one of my roommates, because he was having a bunch of his furniture and stuff moved over from his old place to this place, and these main three furniture pieces right here, this little twin size bed, this really old fashioned looking desk, and this old fashioned looking dresser, which was actually partially broken, was the setup we were working with. And it, look, if it were its own room, that would be a bonus, in my opinion. It'd be a bonus, right? Because it is nice and spacious. Plus, I got like a whole office chair desk setup. But honestly, sitting in bed all day is underrated. And like, as of late, I was starting to do that more often, anyways. I was starting to do that more often, anyways, so the setup I have now just arguably makes more sense. So you compare that to this, and it's just so much friendlier. I don't know how else to explain it. It's so much friendlier. And we actually just recently set up the curtain and the AC. We were able to get so much of this room set up in so little time. It's actually impressive. So I'm going to go ahead and do another round real quick of GeoGuessr, because I know that's probably what some of y'all might be here for. I actually get a surprising amount of people that join the stream once they find out I'm doing GeoGuessr. But if I'm doing anything else, they're just not really that interested. We've been streaming for just a half hour, and it already feels like I've been streaming for too long, so I think I'm starting to get bored of live streaming again. It's weird to think that... Okay, yeah. Right, okay. Let's look at our street names. I want to say West Texas or New Mexico or something. Wherever we are, it is very Hispanic-y. So, City of Lake Oreste. Alright, so let's just kind of look along the border. This is a really dumb strategy, but it is the best strategy I have. Okay, so that was not a winning strategy at all. Was it even New Mexico? Oh my god, dude. So it was in Los Angeles. It felt way too fucking Mexican to be that far away from the border. That just sounds weirdly racist, but like legit, I just. Wow, okay. That's fucked up. I think I'll end stream after this round. I don't even know if I feel like streaming me going to a restaurant. It feels kind of sad to do that if like no one's with me. Also, Pete me fucking dying over here. I would stop by my other restaurant, but meh. That place is only gonna be serving breakfast, so fuck that. I don't know where I am, I don't really care. I still don't really care. Alright, that's probably the worst score I've gotten. Thank you for watching.